So we've got chakra breath work tonight. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the chakra system, it's our internal energy system. And I like to describe it as the meeting of our energetic and physical aspects within our physical body. And so there are 7 main chakras. And when these are in balance, we're in total flow and life feels like it's working with us. It's like we've got tailwind instead of headwind. And the ways in which we can balance this, there are many, but the ones that I'm going to share with you this evening are some breathing techniques. So we'll use different breaths as well as visualization, and I'll guide you through some meditation as well. I'm going to hit on probably 3 main chakras this evening, just because of the time and also because of the focus that I want to bring tonight. So I'll share a bit more about that. An interesting thing that I learned about the chakras in the Himalayas of Nepal, we were talking earlier about the retreats that I run there. I'm very connected to this part of the world, and this is really where I got most of my wisdom from teachers about this internal energy system. And what I learned there is that the chakra system actually mirrors the days of the week. And so if we're like not sure like which chakra is out of balance, but we want to have an energy practice, we can even just look to the day of the week that it is. And there's a predominant chakra that day of the week. And so for those of you who are watching live, today is Sunday. At least it's Sunday in the United States. And the chakra system begins with the root chakra on Sundays. And so I'm going to have a heavy focus on the root chakra, which is the base. It's at the base of the spine. I'll take you through the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and then we'll land in the heart space. I find the heart space to be a really important chakra to bring our attention to in any kind of energetic practice, because it's the meeting place of the lower chakras and the upper chakras. It's right in the center where all of what we have created in our foundational chakras begins to express outward to connect with others. Then we've got the throat chakra, and we'll also land on the third eye and the crown chakra. Both of those chakras are really what connects us to this universal sense of I'm part of something. And maybe I don't quite know what I'm a part of, but I'm doing this practice so that I can be more grounded in my own being, my own energy, so that I might connect in all of the ways in which I can belong in this world. So that's our plan. And I'm going to invite you to do this practice either seated or laying down. If you can do so comfortably, I like to sit up for this practice, and to sit up straight and tall with a strong back and a soft front. And that might mean that you're putting some pillows behind your back and having some support so that you can let the belly be soft. A lot of our breathing will come from the space of the belly. So just taking this moment to make yourself even more comfortable. And we're going to start with the root chakra. And when we cultivate the root chakra, particularly on a Sunday, the beginning of the week, yes, what we're doing is we're cultivating qualities of patience and trust within us. This is our support system, really. It's responsible for us having a feeling of safety, for us having a feeling of support. It's like the ground floor. And so I welcome you into this practice where you can either have your eyes open or closed. And taking a few breaths into your body just to arrive. Feeling yourself rooted here. Noticing the parts of your body that are making connection with the chair, with the cushion, with the earth beneath you. And really taking that energy of earth into this practice today. Perhaps even imagining that as you breathe in, you can breathe in earth energy into your body. And maybe as you do so, you might even make a micro movement so that your spine lengthens upward. From this rooting down and connection to earth, my spine can be long. I've got space across my torso that carries my breath. And if you need just a at any point in time during these practices, I love inviting that sigh as a way to off-gas the nervous system and just continue to come into the body and into the place where our energetic system meets us in the physical container of the body. So the root chakra, located at the space of the perineum, the base of the spine. So you might even just bring your awareness there. It's represented by the color red. If you like, you can even visualize a red orb at this space. And we're going to practice an equal balancing breath here, known as square breathing. And the way that we'll do this is we'll count to 4. We'll inhale. We'll hold for the count of 4. We'll exhale for the count of 4. And then we'll hold empty for the count of 4. And you're going to do this in and out through your nose. And it's a deep breath that goes down to the space of your root. So you can imagine that as you're breathing, you're going down to the space of the root. And you might even see that this red orb can expand and root down, connect to earth. So perhaps take a cleansing breath here. And we'll begin breathing in for the count of 2, 3, and 4. Holding 2, 3, and 4. Exhaling 2, 3, and 4. Holding empty 2, 3, 4. Breathing in 2, 3, 4. Holding 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Holding empty 2, 3, 4. Do it to your own count for about a minute, up to 4. Holding, exhaling, and holding. Every time you exhale, sending breath back down to the root. Each count of 4 is like the side of a square, and creating greater balance, a foundation. stability. See if as you do this, you can relax your jaw. And let the breath move slowly to your count. Slowly in, slowly out, like a pinprick in a balloon, just slowly emptying. The next time you breathe in, you're going to hold the breath. We're going to hold this breath for a little bit longer. If you need to let it go, you can let it go. But see if as you hold this breath, you can relax a bit more. That you can be holding all of this breath, all of this earth energy, and also be in a state of, okay, I've got this. And right here, you can repeat in your mind our affirmation for the root, which is, I am safe, I am protected, I am supported. I am safe, I am protected, I am supported. Exhale, let it go. Breathe naturally here. You might choose to keep your eyes closed and just feel perhaps even just 5% more grounded, connected in your body to your own energy, to earth energy, to the beginning of this week, Sunday, our foundation, our beginning. Every week, a chance to start anew. And now I'd like you to imagine that this grounded earth energy that you've just worked to balance can rise up from the space of your root chakra at the base of your spine and move up, or it's going to move up to your sacral chakra. This space, it's just behind and below the belly button, the space of the womb. And take a moment to just send a blessing of support, stability, possibility to this space in your body and to this energetic center that guides you in creativity, in passion, in being able to savor the sweetness of life. Letting your grounded energy come up and make contact with this space at your womb. And if there are any words of encouragement or intention that you want to give towards your creativity, you can take a moment for that right here. And then you're going to let this energy continue to rise up to the space of the third chakra, known as the solar plexus, right at the diaphragm. So this rooted, grounded, supportive earth energy that has just blessed your center of creativity is now coming to your center for willpower, your center of determination, your solar plexus at the diaphragm, also known as the inner sun. Just breathing naturally and normally and letting that grounded energy come up and meet this space where possibility is born, a space of can-do energy. They say that with a strong solar plexus, the impossible can become possible. And so maybe there's something in your life that has felt challenging. And in this moment, as you bring that grounded energy up to the space of your inner sun, can you open up to the possibility that you will reach the other side of whatever this challenge is? Maybe even imagining it. The other side of that challenge. And maybe a sigh would feel good here. Ah. Even a nod, yes, to encourage the possibility of the known challenge to you. And also all of the unknown challenges, the ones in which I know they're there, but sometimes I forget what they are. And yet I also know that I want to overcome those challenges. And that in this space, where we are focused on our internal energy system, and we simply say yes, nodding the head and yes, and internally focusing on the possibility, we become a little bit more able to meet those known and unknown challenges. Mm. Taking a moment and let that feel good. And so we're reaching the space now of our heart chakra. It's located at the center of the chest, the space of the heart. And this is the chakra that meets our lower chakras with our upper chakras, our foundational support system, the building blocks, with the energy centers that reach out to connect, that create our space of belonging. And this begins at our center of connection, gratitude, unconditional love. The heart chakra is associated with the color green. And so if it is supportive, you can imagine a space of green at the heart. And the balancing breath that we'll do here is an open mouth breath, circular, And it's beginning, and it has no beginning and no end. It sounds like this. And so with the open mouth inhale, we take in energy and we send it right to that space of the heart, even imagining that green light here. And as we exhale, sending love out right from the heart space. Okay, so we're going to do this breath for about 2 to 3 minutes. If your throat becomes dry, you can just close your mouth and swallow for a moment. If you become lightheaded or this just feels like too much, just return back to the square breathing that we did at our root. It can also be very balancing here. So taking a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you're ready, beginning this circular breath to the heart. It's audible. And as soon as the exhale ends, the inhale begins. So you can do it at any pace that feels good for you. It feels balancing and nourishing. Perhaps making a sigh sound on the exhale. This sound can begin to encourage letting go of energies that aren't suited for the high vibration of your heart. And perhaps as you breathe in, imagining the love, the connection that is available for you, that comes from sources known to you, friends, family, maybe partner, and maybe sources unknown to you at this moment in time. Even the trees around sending their green vibrations of love through the oxygen that they put into the air that we get to breathe in. And every time we breathe out, we're actually sending that oxygen to all of the places that it needs to go for our healing. You're halfway through. Mm, 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 mm. It can be difficult to keep this breath going, but see what's available. If it's okay for you to pick it back up, there's less than a minute to go. The next breath in, you're going to take that breath in and you're going to hold it again. So as you're ready, breathing in, holding, and remembering to bring in the energy of balance, that here we are holding all of this energy, and yet we're supported by Earth. We're connected with one another. And so can you also relax as you hold? The affirmation for the heart is, I am open to love. I welcome love in my life. I am open to love. I welcome love in my life. As you're ready, you can let go of the breath. Let that release feel good. And take a moment just to be right here in this new space that you've created with your practice, your intention, and showing up. So we'll let all of this good energy, this balance, support, connectedness, love, and well-being begin to move its way up to the space of our fifth chakra. And this is at the throat. And so you can imagine that this balance and support is here to allow the free flowing of your expression in the world. And so you can imagine that as this energy has come up to the space of your throat, that what you wish to share and express will be heard by those who need to hear it. And that the power for you to express yourself clearly is just right here, in the space of being relaxed, intentional, and sincere. My voice is heard by those who need to hear it. So we're going to allow this energy to continue to rise. And we'll move into our final breath, which will be for both the third eye chakra, which is located between the brows at the forehead, and our crown chakra. This is the only chakra that's located outside of our bodies, at the top of our head. And this chakra is the one that connects us to all beings everywhere, and to one another, to any sense of spirituality that we have, to all of the unknowns and the knowns, the mysteries, the questions. And so the breath that we'll do, it's going to be a breath through pursed lips like a straw. It's called the breath of nectar. And the way that we'll do it is to imagine that we're breathing this energy in from our root all the way up through every energy center, all of the ones we have balanced, touched on, and begun to bring into energetic alignment, up to the space of the third eye. And when we get there, you're going to bring your lips up to a smile, and you're going to hold the breath. And you're going to hold it until you feel, all right, I'm ready to connect to all beings everywhere. You're going to exhale, ha, and bring awareness to the crown chakra, and to this feeling of connection. And so I'll guide you through the first few and then let you do it at your own pace. So taking a cleansing breath. Yeah. And then, as if you could take in all of the goodness, all of the nectar through a straw, bring it in from the earth, let it rise up through your root, your sacral, your solar, your heart, your throat. When you get to the end of that inhale, right to the third eye space, hold the breath, bring the corners of the lips up towards the ears. So we're holding it. We're connecting to our sense of intuition, wisdom, and knowing at the third eye. With this smile on our face, we are perhaps in the space of knowing that there are good times ahead. And hopefully good time right now. As you exhale, bring your attention to the space above your head, the crown chakra, maybe even seeing the color purple expanding outward. Expanding outward and connecting. I'm part of something. Okay, we're going to take one more round like this together. So as you're ready, like you're taking all of this goodness, all of this support in through a straw, letting it rise up through your body, meeting every chakra in a space of balance, equilibrium, support, connection, up to the third eye. Hold the breath, smile. Hold the breath and hold the intention for the ability to connect, for the ability to know your own path and direction, and that all the wisdom you seek is right within you now. Exhale, focus the space above your head, crown chakra. Color is purple, and let it connect you. Let it connect you across the sea, across the earth, across any known or unknown border. And then take 2 to 3 more breaths like this at your own pace, the breath of nectar, balancing out all of the internal energy centers within you and connecting you in a space of belonging. With that smile on your face, you might think of the great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, who has said, when you smile, the whole world benefits. Take one more breath. And when you finish, take a moment just to be, and to let the practice settle. feeling this energetic container within your physical container. That you have just balanced yourself from the inside out through your kind attention, your sincere effort. And cultivating the power to be present right here in this moment. And bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, connecting back into the body. And taking a moment with yourself just to say thank you for showing up, for your sincerity, for all that you have acknowledged within yourself and all that you have left to acknowledge within yourself. All of it's here. And the words thank you just begin that process. Thank you. Even internally, the words I've got you and thank you. As you're ready, if your eyes are closed, open them. And returning to your day. May you feel balanced and in abundance of goodness.